glorious, glorious, glorious evening. It is your favorite God is Magical Rachel Renee coming through with a quick tidbit of enlightenment. Okay, so this has to do with, advice for raising children that are aware. If you're not raising children that are a part of a religion, or you're not walking in a specific faith or spiritual practice, however, you still want your kids to know, who they are, what they are, and things of that nature. So one thing about me and my children, I always encourage them to be themselves. I always encourage them to not follow what somebody else says is popular, what somebody else says is cool. Okay, we don't I monitor what they watch. Okay, I don't let them watch a lot of negative things. I don't let them listen to a lot of negative things, and I don't speak negatively to them. Like, I don't be calling my kids niggas. I don't be calling them, little shit or dumbass and things like that, because that tears down your child. I'm very open with love. I communicate with my kids, meaning that I don't just say, oh, do this because I told you to do this. No, I actually explain why it is more beneficial, or why I desire them to do things a certain way. Okay, I also allow my children to be themselves. I don't even though they're very athletic, they're very smart, they're very friendly, I don't force them to be in sports. I don't force them to be a part of different groups and different things if they don't themselves express interest in that. If they sign up for cheerleading and then think, I don't want to cheerlead, then I take them out. I don't force them to follow through with something, because in their spirit they know that this is not aligned with them. I also encourage them to explore themselves. What do you like to do? What interests you? What makes you, excited and light up inside? Okay, so basically the principle that I raise my kids by is know thyself. Fuck what everybody else is doing. Fuck what everybody else is saying. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to follow my path. Know yourself. What do you like to do? What interests you? What makes you happy? And if they are, doing things that are not positive or that is harmful for themselves or others, I explain to them why they shouldn't be doing it and the consequences that come along with doing those things. Okay, so that's just a little tidbit of enlightenment to the mothers that are raising their children to be self-aware, that are raising their children to be free, that are raising their children to be independent. Okay, y'all have an amazing day.